Alright guys, I want to talk really quickly about the dip in the push jerk for today. We're going to have a comparison here. You've got Lucas, me, on the top here in the blue shirt, and you've got Shep on the bottom in the green shorts and the black shirt. We're going to compare these two lifts, and we're going to look at them first at speed. So we got them here locked together. We're going to play them at the same time. Dip, pop, drop, recover. Boom. Good. Now you'll notice that when I caught the bar, did some shaking. Right? If we go through that in slow motion, you'll see that as I catch, I'm wobbling around, Shep's nice and solid. Right? What causes that? And whenever we see instability in one point of a motion, of a movement, especially in Olympic lift, we can usually assume that it's caused by something earlier in the movement. Right? So if we go through here really slow, frame by frame, you'll see we're both starting standing up. We've got pretty similar starting positions, right? The bar is on the front of our shoulders, elbows are in front of the bar but down, so we've got a good solid grip on the bar. Weights on the heels, standing nice and tall. As we dip, Shep does a better job of pushing his knees out. I'm a little bit forward with the knees, but not too terrible. We get to the bottom of the dip more or less at the same spot. But then what I want you to do is watch right here, right? As Shep finishes his dip, let's actually line this up a little bit better. All right, so there's the bottom of my dip. There's the bottom of Shep's dip. I want you to watch what happens. We're both at the bottom of the dip. Neither of us is in a perfect position, but neither of us is too bad. But as we come up out of the bottom of the dip, I want you to watch what happens right here. All right? What you're going to notice is that as we come up, my hips go forward. You see that? My hips start right here, and they go this way. All right? Whereas if you watch Shep's hips, his hips are going to come straight up. Right? So I roll forward, Shep comes straight up, and that is why when I'm getting under this bar, I land, and my back's a little bit hyperextended. All right? I get my shoulders through, but Shep actually has a much better line here from hip up to bar than I did when I got right under there. All right? So that little change, that movement right out of the bottom of the dip, where Shep's hips come straight up and mine slide forward, that's the difference in those lifts. And that little bit of difference, that little roll forward, is what makes his nice and smooth and mine wobbly. Not something that's super easy to see at speed, but when you slow it down, you really see how holding those hips back, exploding through the heels in that split jerk, is going to help you be a lot more stable in that movement.